Welcome to the math review. In this question, we're being asked to write an expression that's equivalent to 2 parentheses 8f plus 6g. Now, since we have a number outside of parentheses and directly touching those parentheses, we should know that we're going to need to use a distributive property. Because when you have a number directly touching parentheses, let's zoom in real quick. Because when you have a number, like 2 here, touching the outside of parentheses directly, that indicates multiplication. We might not see it, but there's really a multiplication operation there. But because you have multiple things inside, you've got to multiply each term separately. So the first question is, what exactly are the terms here? Well, our first term is positive 8f. We stop the term right before the following plus or minus sign. In this case, it's a plus sign. So right before this plus sign, I can drop a little line here and then go in front of it like this, and that'll be my first term. And then I'll go to the end here. There's no more plus or minus signs here, so I'll just drop another line there. And then I'll include this sign with the next term. And that is our second term. So we've got 2 times 8f plus 6g. Our first term is positive 8f. Our second term is positive 6g. So we're going to multiply each of these terms, positive 8f and positive 6g, by this factor outside, which is positive 2. So let's do that one step at a time. We've got positive 2 times 8f. Well, 2 times 8 is 16. So I'll write that here. And I'll just bring the variable down with it. So that's our first distribution. We multiply 2 times our first term, positive 8f, to give us positive 16f. Now we'll go to our second distribution, which is going to be positive 2 times the next term, which is positive 6g. Well, what's positive 2 times positive 6? Well, that's going to be positive 12. So I'll just write this here, positive 12, and then I'll bring the variable down as well, g. Now there's nothing else inside parentheses, so I don't have to distribute to anywhere else at all. So I'm really done. Now here's where it gets a little confusing for students. This first term by itself is positive 16f. This second term by itself is positive 12g. But when I read the entire thing together, we don't read it as positive or negatives, we read it as plus or minuses. So it's going to be 16f plus 12g. So to answer our original question, what's an equivalent expression to this expression here? Well, the new expression that we found, 16f plus 12g, is equivalent to our original expression before we distributed, 2 parentheses 8f plus 6g.
Thanks for watching our video on the math review. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. We might use your question in our next video. And if you found this lesson helpful, please make sure you like and subscribe to our channel. And it would really help if you share this and our other videos to any of your social media platforms. See you next time on the Math Review.